Welcome to Proust My Startup, the podcast that offers you a glimpse at the personalities of the people that make the local startup ecosystem in Malaysia. I'm Vanns Henry Ngo, aka Brand Shifu with an H on Instagram, the founder of North Branding Consulting Boutique Agency. I'm a brand strategist, 24/7 immersed by the sides of entrepreneurs, startups, and SME founders. As a brand consultant, a mentor, but also an entrepreneur program facilitator, an investment jury, and a business angel. In Proust My Startup, I want to really discover who are the people that make our local startup ecosystem. Because I'm a brand strategist, I want to understand how their personal brand might influence or shape the corporate brand of their organization. Today's episode is recorded from CloudMile's Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Startups thrive on innovation, and CloudMile is here to fuel that journey. As a leading AI and cloud technology company in Asia, they help businesses drive digital transformation and growth, leveraging machine learning, big data, and cloud solutions. With a team made up of certified technical experts and a strong network of technology partners, including being one of just 40 Google Cloud Managed Services providers globally, CloudMile has supported more than 1,200 companies through consulting, technical, and managed services. I've seen it firsthand with my own mentees, tech startup founders. The Center of Excellence in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, now offers startups a collaborative space to explore generative AI, data management, security, and more, and advance their digital competitiveness with cloud and AI adoption. So if, like them, you want to experience it yourself, visit today my.cloud.
Well, happiness for me is something that brings definitely joy to your life, and also in parallel that it's sort of like give you the warmth every time when there is interaction. Therefore, you have a happiness to yourself. So therefore, usually we have I will have friends or family or people that actually makes me happy. So rather than just me alone, I prefer happiness actually gain from someone else that makes me much more relieved and much more happy. That's me, how I actually define more on the happiness side of it. Yeah.
Mm, for me, happiness is more like doing uh the things that you like, and you have the flexibility and uh the freedom of the time, the money, and everything to do something that you like with no restriction. I think that's the happiness.
Wow. Greatest fear. Generally, fear usually always people, tie the idea of fear together with something that you never tried before, or you never, something that you're afraid you can't really achieve as what you expected. But then for me, my personally greatest fear, to be honest, I don't really have any much fear in my life, especially, in this moment of my life yet. But generally, fear, I could say that I always overthink that results in, always that kind of fear always happen in my mind, back in my mind, unintentionally. So that's sort of the fear currently in my stage of my life, I could say. But throughout the entire journey, of course, we can, we encounter a lot side of fear. But at the moment, it's just, I think overthink is something that, you know, uh, the fear that I had right now. And to overcome that, usually, what we usually do is, what, just do it and think about it later. Yeah.
Mm, for me, fear is something that you never try, and like you will regret after that. So every time when I wanted to do something, I would think of like if I don't do this thing, will I regret? Then if my answer is yes, then I just do it. Even though the result will be good or bad, or I don't know, just do it lah. As long I won't regret. So I think fear is a very mental thing, sir. So it depends how you look at the fear, like because of your trauma or anything, just find the roots of the trauma and you can heal from that. So there's no more fear anymore.
Wow. Usually I'm very grateful on what I had in my own personality, and I try to embrace it rather than try to neglect it or trying to push it away. Uh because I just have this kind of mentality, in the sense of, why are we spending more energy and more time trying to push away something that is already given from you since the first day? Why not just embrace it or try to divert that sort of, you know, uh, the talent or the things that is given to you, and definitely that is what a way for it to, to be presented on some way, in in another form, even though you don't like it, but it's with you. Yeah.
Mm, I think the mentality and the perspective quite similar with Henry is
Mm.
I don't really dislike something or just don't like that part of me, but I think that's just uh me being Vance, just
Yeah.
me being myself. So uh just embrace it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes me being me, like, that's how you have your very strong character of you. That's how to differentiate you and different people. Yeah. Oh, it's a very, very broad question, because there's billion people around the world, and I guess there's billion type of character, and they perform or they present themselves in that way to you. It's just the matter of how your mentality, or how you actually treat it, or how you actually look at that person, is you yourself decided. So it's the same thing on how I look at myself. So I usually don't associate, you know, how people treat me, or like I don't like people's certain characters. I don't really, you know, have a hate kind of like a thing about it. I just, just put it aside, and just life goes on, just move on. If I don't really specifically, s- say that, oh, I don't like a certain people's trait or something, but usually it sort of makes me reflect myself. And then I'll be like, why this person behave this way, or why this person do it this way? And I look at myself, and I'm like, do I have this certain sort of character on me? And it's a very great thing, like a mirror and example for me to, to reflect on myself, when instead of, I don't like they doing it, but it's sort of like, it gives me a much more opportunity to learn myself that in a different way. Yeah.
Mm, sorry, I've been out. What's
Oh,
the
no,
question?
yeah.
Yeah, oh, tell me what's
So,
the
so,
question again?
yeah. So it's like trying to reverse the entire view of it, instead
Mm.
of looking at you. So, do
Um,
you look at other people in, like, how do you treat yourself by looking at other people? Um,
mm. Um, for the last time, the old Vans will have the personality that uh the rules that I put on myself, put on others. But when time passed, but I realized that everyone have their own strength. So I don't look one person from just one angle. So I think I don't really judge people like, oh, if you have a not a detailed person, you're not a good person. Maybe this not a detailed person, he good in planning something else. Maybe his strength is on something else. So I think the most uh borderline I give myself, I think, is honestly. So if this person is not honest, I think it's out of my list. No matter what resources you have, how good you are, or how talent you are, I think the honestly is the baseline. Mm.
admire. Admire for me, I could
The
have,
architectural way
yeah, in
or
in a lot of
NGO House.
sense, from work, family, friends, or even, wow, that's a from different industry. I have a different sort of like a mentor people.
Hard.
I could maybe dive into, I could say, wow.
Let me choose for you.
Uh,
Zaha Hadid.
yeah, okay. Yeah, one of the very great architects that I really admire in the sense of not only on the design way. Yeah, in the yeah, not on the design way, but from her point of a business way to how she actually marketed herself in a very, very interesting way. Yeah, using design. But do we have to find anyone in life, a live one, at the moment? Okay. I think the most direct person I could say, putting everyone aside, is definitely my dad. You know, he he is something that I admire, not entirely, but I mean, every parents have a different way of bringing up their children. But my dad always give advice from his point of perspective, but it's the most, I could say, the most honest one, and the most you can feel that he really want you to be good, that kind of advice. But he don't really force you to follow, but as long as you had it behind your mind. So, I mean, generally, there's a lot of people I admire around my life, but at the moment of my time of my life, I think still, my dad is the one that, I admire at the moment. Yeah. Mhm.
Mm, for me, I admire a lot of people in different sense. Like, maybe in a business way, I admire this person. Maybe in the fashion sense way, I admire this person. Uh, if in fashion sense and you relate with DJ, I think the first thing is Peggy Goo. That she's my favorite. And if come to uh mindset or like something more spiritual, I think I would choose that guru, the Indian guru. So if you talk about business perspective and something is more related with the technology and AI today is a is a company CEO called Lucy. So just love her personality. She just a very good businesswoman in the content platform, and she just have the freedom to do whatever she wants. So she just learn DJ.
I mean, something that the real public or the real, circle of friends don't really know this part of me, like what I really like, as in, mm, I mean, people around me knows that I love creating things, creating stuff, not only physical or intangible one. Um, but generally, I love doing plant plantings and something. I just love looking tiny things grow. Just with a bit of living character in it, and then they grow with their character. That's the something I don't really do often, but it's something that I really want to do it. I can foresee myself in the next 50 years, 40, 50 years, I just have a very huge garden at behind of my house.
And you find him, he will just water in the plant. Yeah, what are you doing now?
Yeah.
Cutting the leaf. um, for me is uh, I love to just daydream and look at the scenario. Yeah, so I like forest scenarios, something related with water, like lake, sea. Yeah, and that's the reason I play golf, because of the scenario. So the scenario comes first, then I found out, oh, the golf is quite interesting. Then I just addicted to it now. But it's my current, and it's like end of the year, so it's like, good time to reflect.
Yeah. So I could say current state of mind in my life at the moment only starts this year. Uh, I should rephrase it this way. My previous state of my mind in the last year was totally different compared to this year. And I could say that this year, uh, I actually felt that, a lot of attraction of things keep coming into us, such as, people, friends, opportunities, and everything. However, this current state of mind actually makes me uh, know how to, uh, maneuver around to see how do I uh, think much more much more differently, in a sense of how do I not only multitasking or even think what do I want going down the road in the next 10 to 5 years, which I don't usually think in the past few years. But now the current state of my mind is like getting opportunities that also will definitely reflect in my next, one, at least going down the 1 to 2 years down the road. And also how do I see, things and opportunities grow. So my mind right now is pretty open and also pretty playful and trying out a lot of different, ideas and things, so that at least at the moment of my mind, state of mind right now, I don't want to get myself regret that I never tried on things. That therefore, this year is something very new or very open to me compared to my, past 20 over years. Yep.
Mm, for my current state of mind, I think, um, let me explain it this way. Like in the stock market, there's bull and bear. So if in my work, like in NGO House, in my DJ, or the full time that I'm doing property in real estate, I think the state of mind is more bull. If come to my personal life, like the momentum, I think it'll be more bear. So yeah, I think that's my current state of mind. Just try to balance both yin and yang.
It's I need to pass this because I don't really have, because for me, if I don't really go until that level that I felt that it's overrated, because when it hits the overrated feeling, I think I already move away far behind than that item, for instance, product, when it's not really useful than what it's been when at least advertised. I think I just put it aside, ditch it, and just move on. So rather than just like getting really upset about it and then getting all these things. So yeah, if things or product getting very overrated, I think yeah, I just have to pass this thing. Yeah.
mm, so overrated. I'm thinking in the perspective of who is the person thinking of this question. So the overrated can be like the quality of the product service is not that good, but it's like, oh, everyone is using it, or everyone is have the attraction on eyeball on the platform or the product or service. So is the overrated defined by how the brand market themselves in a very business way, how they make it into a monetized business model, or make it into a sale. I think this is their strength. But some people would think, oh, this thing is overrated, but people still do it. So in some way, in many industry, like even in NGO House, some people can be very commercial festival, and you say, oh, this is overrated, but this is their strength to make it in a monetized business model, and that's why you're still in the underground scene. So I think the overrated is not something to judge. It's more like how how to be overrated. Yeah, I'd rather to be at overrated state of mind. Just let people judge. NGO is overrated. that that level. We
I
lie
always
a
lie
lot.
on my age because I look really young, and especially in the daily activities, or like when people look at me, they'll be like, yeah, they really thought I'm in my early 20s. Yeah. And yeah, so that's what happened. Mhm.
mm, I'm just bad in lying. So uh, I will lie. Mm, I don't really lie. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Wow.
too skinny.
Yeah, same. Exactly the same one. For me, definitely, I felt like if that person approaches us in a very, very heavy intention, that you can not only feel it, you can even smell it from far, then that's something that I don't say I hate it, but I could say that when I reply or when I, have a conversation with this person, you will instantly have a very high kind of like a firewall for yourself. And I don't like that feeling of having this kind of like that wall in me when I'm having conversation with someone with such as heavy intention. I mean, it's fine to have an intention. I mean, everyone have their goal of achieving certain things, but when it's very one-sided, it will end up became very, very tired or very, you don't feel comfortable having conversation. Yeah.
Mm, I don't have a person that's specific I hate. but, Maybe in certain personality, but yeah, I don't really look at the person in a hate and anger. It's more like in an open way, like why this person talk like this, why this person react like this, by using another uh point of view or shoe to understand the reason behind the behavior, something like that. Instead, just hate. Yeah.
In the man quality, I think generally could be, but it's a very general sort of answer. I could say it's just the s- the stable, the kind of like the stable feeling that he could sort of give out the aura, and also, but it do also work on women too, and I should look at as a whole human thing. I mean, if that person could give me this kind of like stability or this sort of like the character that is very comfort to you, then yeah, that's something that I would admire on generally.
Mm, the thing that I will look on man is he, the person need to be himself and just be real and confident. Yeah. I think overall I conclude it as a a vibe thing. So I need to talk to the person face to face, like in front of me, then I feel the vibe. Yeah. So there's no SOP like, oh, 1, 2, 3, you pass, you pass. So it just the vibe. Yeah, concluded with the thing.
Actually, it's both had the same sort of as have the same character that I could admire, as long as that person just being themselves. Yeah.
Mm, I have the same answer as the man. So, uh, vibe. Very short answer. We say a lot. uh,
That's when having conversation, you just have this sort of a pause, but it's a good thing that at least now we will start to listen on each other from now on, because I don't think we will realize these words when you're having a conversation. You need a third party to let you know about this.
analyze it.
Yeah, analyze this thing. Yeah. For me, to be honest, I
Really
don't
aware of
really
it.
aware. Yeah. I'm a very loving person and caring person. A specific person couldn't really conclude this kind of love uh meaning for me at the moment. I can't actually answer this particular person because it's pretty broad. Like everyone, the love that is giving you, her, everyone is very different, and the love definition is very different too. And I could say like everyone around me right now, I'm happy with. Yeah. Mm.
Mm, I can say it's more myself, and it's like self love things, and just learn how to love yourself and just be good with yourself, and just do whatever you want. Mm.
The happiest is like the most happiest. It's not like happy only, huh?
Happiest
Happiest.
when you're not in Malaysia. Oh, when you're not in Malaysia.
But that just temporarily ditch whatever things are behind and just go for a holiday. And I couldn't say that as a happiest moment, like happiest moment is just sometimes when you have time for yourself. That's all. And simple and happy. Yeah.
Mm, I don't know how to answer this question. Happiest moment, I can say is the future version of me. So, when the future me look at the current me, he or she will be happy.
Wow. I always embrace whatever talent I have right now. And if I would have a new talent, I could
Plant a tree.
I think something, I don't know, just weird enough. I just want to sing. Which is never never really happened. I was like, yeah, I always want to sing.
Are you sure?
That's where
Maybe you can try DJing
that's
first.
what she mentioned. Like if a new talent like implants in you, and then this is something that
Maybe a music composer or a DJ.
something singing. I think.
Singing like
Mm.
Okay, oh well.
Music composer and DJ, it could be learned. It could be, something from behind. But singing is not only from.
Okay.
Yes, you can learn, but if you have a talent, you can enhance or faster your entire speed of thing instantly. You don't even need to take 5 to 10 years just to sing opera.
I think you need
Yeah, you need, but
technically.
yeah, but at least you have a talent, you have a base.
Okay. Mm, if I have a chance, the talent that I wanted is cooking. I mean, I'm so bad in cooking. If I have this sense of whatever things or spice that I need to put in cooking, I think that would be great. Mm.
I try to make myself more available for myself. That's something that I want to change. So I need to get myself much more free time for myself rather than getting myself everywhere around. And I totally forgot to take care of myself. I think that's something that I need to change if I could.
Mm, if there's something I want to change of myself is uh become a man. No, I'm I'm comfortable being a woman. It's just that if I have a chance, I
Why not try something
why not
else?
try become a man? Because in this life I'm a woman. Oh, maybe in the next life I try become a man. Try something new, right? Don't be boring. No, I still love my body.
Um, Achievement, I could say at the moment of time from the work sort of side, um, the people that I met, everything I could say is at the end of the day of today, like I felt that all the things that I tried to pursue and everything, I can at least be about it, and that's the greatest achievement at the time. And I felt that not only people get really, really congrats to you, but also me myself, I felt that I'm really happy on it. That's the achievement that I felt at the moment. Yeah, that's the greatest achievement feedback to me, rather than just a very particular, thing that I get right, like a work or particular business right now. But it's just the achievement at the end of the day. Right now, I felt very happy. Yeah, that's the thing.
Mm, the greatest achievement I think is who I am right now.
Mm,
So, eh, yeah, just the moment right now.
mm.
Dog.
No, it's just I don't want to be a living item though. It's
Just
just
become a stone or chair.
it's just something rather than giving reaction
Plant.
to people, but I want people giving reaction to me. So I want to be a solid and a stable item,
Television.
or like a camera or something. I don't know, just something. just rather than yeah giving too much reaction to people. Yeah.
uh, I've become a happy dog. And just um stay at home and play.
It's definitely it's gonna be a coastal around next to the sea or there's a beach. Waking up with the sea wave sound, yeah.
For me, I always love to stay at the environment with a golf course, and but I'm still prefer landed, and I like sea and lake water element, so just something like that. Yeah, not no building.
At the moment of state of my life is definitely free time for myself. That's the only time I felt like it was super relief and super hard to get on a daily basis for now. Yeah.
Mm, for me, I don't have any things. Physically, I think the most treasured thing is my 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 mindset.
I can't really put I don't know, I never had this chance of me myself going until that level until that I gave up for myself. Uh, yeah, I have to bounce for this question. Jump.
Mm. I mean that point of almost giving up yourself is in which point? But I think that's normal to have uh that feeling or that situation, but it's more important is the awareness of you uh acknowledge that you at there, and then just find a way to uh climb climb yourself up. Yeah.
He's still a gardener.
um a DJ.
Very easy to approach person and very sort of like will bring this energy, have sort of like happy energy, like will excites the entire team. This kind of person, yeah.
Think we are more chill and we are very open. We can speak anything. You can speak about art, we can speak about spiritual, we can speak about business, economy, law, anything.
Mm, I could say they are they being themselves. Yeah, especially when you are in your very close friends and they are really being themselves, and that's what I really cherish on.
mm, Quite similar answer is the person being themselves and being present and just giving out love and a lot of sharing and have the perspective and the things that make you want you to become a better you. Mm. Don't really read books. Oh yeah, I have one.
Writer, not at the moment. Yeah.
Napoleon Hill.
Mhm.
Mhm. Oh.
Fiction. Like favorite Tron Legacy. It's something, a curated scene, but yeah, Tron.
On the movie.
Yeah, the fiction in the
Okay,
fiction movie.
eh, uh, maybe in a spiritual way, it's Sadhguru. Yeah.
It's better Zaha did then.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, she is a figure. Yeah.
Eh, Uh, I don't have the I don't have any specific one. So I just admire a lot of.
Actually, the most direct, definitely, I think at the moment is definitely my parents. Yes. Uh, but coming down is more like the friends or people around me at the moment that actually keep pushing me or keep and make me to be a better person at the moment. I think that's the that's a group of people that I felt. Yeah, this group of people.
Mm, how to answer this question? Eh, I think it's everyone around me, like my siblings, my family, and even you, Vanessa, as a host. So I think everyone around me just is perfect, and because of every one of you, so the things will be happen.
My actual name. That's my favorite name. Yeah, I'm very comfortable with it. Yeah, Henry. Yeah,
Saying my name, Vance.
that I study too hard during my uni life. I think and I've been staying in London for almost 10 years, and I think one thing it's often we always spend a lot of time, especially you studying abroad because you want to get a very good grades and all these things, but you totally forgot actually you should be getting out there and experience life rather than yes, you need to get a good grades, but I think in the reality experience and also things, uh, especially you have the chance to get abroad, and that's where I think I get really regret because I didn't really explore enough of myself and also things around me, and I didn't pay too much attention on the things around me when I'm abroad. And I've been too focused on me, myself, and studies. And that's something that I really regret when I look back, you know. But I still have more years coming down the road. Why not? Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, things I regret is not going abroad. I supposed to go abroad because I took law degree back then in college time, and during the college time I don't really I'm not a good student, so I always skip class and go to learn DJ, and and yeah. Um, I was thinking if I choose the road of going abroad, I think I won't want to come back to Malaysia. And but in think another way, if I study abroad, I might become very artistic. And I become more stubborn because I just living in my own world. So I think that's pros and cons, and just follow the God's plan. Become a tree.
Just after you die, right?
You
Yeah.
can plant it, become a tree. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just sleep die peacefully.
mm, yeah. I think
Mm.
everyone prefer it this way, more peaceful. At least you plan it.
Uh, I always tell myself behind my brain is it's either now or never. It's always this word. Every time when I afraid or every time when I want to do something, I always tell myself this. It's either now or it just never happened. Yeah, so I just approach the thing just this way. Yeah.
Mm, never try, never know. Uh, a very deep question.
I know myself a bit more. Yeah. Okay, so basically, NGO House is started from us, two siblings, and we started it from the entire idea of how to, do events, party, or even trying to play, how to curate the space at a very different, locations. And right now, we not only do parties, events, and put musics and arts, everything together in one space, but also we put at a very, this kind of like the location that you never actually expect, such as in supermarket, in a bus, in a gym studio and everything, and this kind of like really out of the place location. And the entire idea is NGO House is not just doing a curation event, but also we try to bring this kind of idea, as in to let people feel or to let people experience events in a much different way. So me as an architect, actually we do quite a lot of space curation. So if a brand or even business given us a space, I mean, we can turn it to totally a very experimental or a very different experience for the people that we're gonna invite. And also we will bring in musics and also arts and also different sort of industry people in the same space. Yeah.
Why is NGO House is on Earth? Interesting question. I think first of all, I summarize how NGO House started is we both siblings, we just party together, and then we just found out, hey, our vibe is click, and then we just host a lot of private party for our friends and family. And starting, we collect ticket just to cover the costing, just you happy, me happy for fun, nothing business. So slowly, when when we share more the content on social media, and then the brand come to us, and then that's the point me and Henry decide to make it become a more proper platform for public can come enjoy. So we both share our expertise. Is Henry is more architecture, to make sure when people come to this space, they feel comfortable. What's the psychology of the color, the design? Like when I enter here, the psychology would switch me to turn left in that way. And of course, we need to, as a business, we need to learn how to sell this idea and art to a person. And usually it's more like a business to business point, because only business brand have the budget to do this kind of very art installation things. and and we personally also host a lot of small little event for B2C. Yeah, I think it's more on the mindset. I don't define it by the age, because some people in the very art industry, they can be 60s 70s, but their vibe is still there. So I think it's more on the lifestyle. First of all, it's the lifestyle of the market, and the their their mindset. Usually lifestyle lah, because lifestyle actually already define what you think, what you eat, what you wear. Mm. We don't follow trend.
Yeah. We do events and do these sort of curation things, uh not just doing events. So we are like a collective, whereas we curate particularly the space for people that join our events. And something that is different than other our competitors, I could say, is they they just doing setup and have a very good music lineup. But for us, we actually really curate a space, such as bringing even more layer of experimental things from smell, from touch, or even there's a fork, there's more things, more layer comes in. And also not only this kind of physical thing, but also uh we made it something that you just never expected. This is something that I think our crowd and our people really loves the NGO House, because we often don't even really tell them what is upcoming, but we just say that we're gonna have a party upcoming, and people just want to sign up because they know it's gonna be good, as in it's gonna be very interesting. That is, they just never expected. Yeah.
Mm, to bring a memorable experience for them. So maybe after a few years, after 5 10 years, when they just have a cocktail and drink, when they talk back, they still remember the feeling. 5 years ago, I went to a NGO House opera party. I don't know, and then you still remember that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, at the moment, we don't have any uh plan actual event on 2026 yet. So, I mean, we are open to talk to any brand because we don't want a lot of business and business owner, they just want to from now on they already plan the whole 2026. But yes, plan is we need to plan, but uh the world change very fast. So we just
Yeah.
I think it's by quarter lah. We don't plan the whole year. Maybe by the first 4 months, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I think will be more.
And we are very up to open to collaboration with brands and also, business owners that also want to, I don't say do events, want to, do something or curate their marketing things together, and then we are very up for it and for the next year. Yeah. Mm.
Cool. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I make
Yeah,
it?
thank you.
So